Me and Baby Stick are eating Blue Flame Takis. Ate about 10 of them. Oh, those things creep up on you. They're pretty good when you first taste it, and then all of a sudden, zing. Your nose starts running, your tongue starts twitching. You want to jump off in the field here and eat some grass to cool your mouth off. All right, Baby Stick, we're on the road.
How about you there, Insane Chef?
We're on the road back to your place. We've been working all day.
Yeah, on your barn-dominium.
Barn-dominium time, building some walls. Hit the walls, right? Anyway, we got a pretty dirty windshield, but it's dark as fuck anyway, so you ain't be able to see nothing no how. It's storming over yonder to the west. They got tornadoes and shit. But right now, we're okay until a couple hours from now. You have a pretty good day today, Baby Stick?
Say what there?
Did you have a pretty good day today?
Hell yeah, I had a damn great day.
Getting out of the park for
Getting out of the park, getting away from all the drama. Man, it was a good day today.
Well, good.
Ain't not busting my ass off building that wall for you.
That was that's a tall wall. They're getting on up there at that wall.
But yeah, I had a wonderful day.
But it's time to expand the barn-dominium to the next phase. We got a piece of sawdust in my eye right now as we speak. So tomorrow is brisket day, right?
Yes, sir. I'm going to be cooking 2 briskets there in St. Chef for Easter Sunday. And they're going to be going slow, rolling in the smoke, cooking for over 24 hours.
If it rains, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
It's going to make the wood smoke harder.
That's right. Hey, I got an umbrella. I ain't made out of sugar. I won't melt.
That's right. You get that saw, yes.
Yeah, I got salt.
You gotta make sure you cut the wood up for the smoke.
Right.
But yeah, smoking time for Easter.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a video as well on that.
Oh, you're saying you're having a Easter egg hunt, right?
Yeah, we're having a Easter egg hunt. Yeah, we're gonna put some pre-rolled joints and Easter eggs, and we're gonna have some alcohol and beers. We're gonna have like an adult Easter egg hunt.
Right.
We did it last year, but last year we only did alcohol. But this year we're gonna upgrade it to pre-rolled marijuana sticks and eggs.
Guess you're in the right state for that. So yeah.
Right, we're in the right state for that, so it's legal.
If I did that in Texas, I'd go to prison for 20 years.
But yes, we are going to have a wonderful time for Easter.
Well, that sounds good. I'm glad. I'm doing brunch at the cafe, so I'll be cooking for people.
So how's the old cafe going there, Insane Chef?
It absolutely drives me fucking insane.
I know, I already believe that.
It's a money pit, but you know, it is what it is.
I miss working there.
I know you do. I miss having you there.
I know it.
Good times.
I had a lot of good times.
But you know, it's busy. It's busy on the weekends. During the week, slow. It's just, people are broke. I mean, they don't got. All the restaurants seem to be way down in patrons just because it's people are hard up down, man. Nobody's getting money. The economy's shit. And you know, we're a little higher end, so our cost is more. So people go to the lower end places because it's cheaper.
And I understand you're still doing your catering as well.
Get what you pay for. Yeah, I do good at catering, man. That's how I pay my bills. You know, the cafe could go away tomorrow and I would not hurt my feelings at all. It's just one of those things where it struggles to break even, you know. It's a lot of headache. When they see us. Here we are. Okay, we're back. We had a technical glitch.
Yeah, technical glitch, but you do pretty good at the cafe, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of headache. You got a lot of employees, a lot of nonsense you got to deal with, you know.
And yes, I do try to spread the word out on the cafe.
Oh, good. Yeah, you know, I mean, you work there, you know how it's drama and shit.
Right.
Yes.
But like good close friends of mine and family members and stuff, I try to draw attention to the cafe and try to bring business in.
It's one of those things where you got anytime you have a lot of employees and stuff, some aren't going to get along,
the crew that's there today, a month from now, won't be the same as that crew. That's the way it is. We're constantly hiring and constantly firing.
Right.
This is the way it is. People quit. Their work ethic goes so far down, you gotta let them go. Whatever. Shit happens. Right now is the best crew I think we've had in quite a while. It's a pretty solid crew. So.
Well, I know when I was working there, we had a pretty good crew.
Oh yeah. You know, and then we went a spell in between there that was kind of thrown off. So I mean, it kind of has ebbs and flows.
Right.
Like sands in the hourglass. You see the lightning off in the distance. It sure is nice right now.
Oh, it's beautiful tonight.
Yeah. You know, they said they're having tornadoes like 2 counties over. For us, I'm seeing some lightning. Nothing yet. I'm sure we'll get some here in a couple hours.
Oh, hell, there's a tornado right there.
There ain't no love in Oklahoma.
Right, there ain't no love in Oklahoma.
Some people, there's too much love in Oklahoma.
Remember the time I seen that tornado right outside my front door?
Yeah, it was funny because I was on the parking garage there at the casino, watched it come in, and I was like, damn, that's got to be close to Baby Stick's place. And about 5 minutes later, he called me and said that the tornado lifted right over your head.
Yeah, it's right over my head, right to the front lawn almost.
The interstate right there had semis turned over right across from it. There was trailer houses turned over across the field. It lifted up in the air right when it got to your place, your front door.
Right. Almost right at my front door.
That's really crazy. I mean, shit, what was that? Maybe 50 yards where the semi was turned over?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't far at all.
It wasn't far at all, no. Wasn't far at all. I say about 1 city block.
Yeah, I mean, it was right there.
That's right there.
And I saw it, and I was like, damn, that's going to be bad on Baby Stick right there. That's got to be in his place. I was looking at it coming in. Matter of fact, I think I got a picture of it. I'm going to put on a clip on here for the parking garage. I was filming it. I may have took a still shot. I'll look and see.
I have photos of the semi upside down.
It was about 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
I'll look back at my roll. I remember taking pictures and videos of it.
I got the semi upside down.
You do?
Yeah. So I can send them pictures over to you.
Yeah, I'll put that in there.
That was pretty
They
insane.
got that semi upside down for like weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
2 weeks.
What was the deal? They had hazardous car guards in it?
They had to cut it all apart.
Shit.
They literally had to go out there and cut the tools and cut it all apart and dispose of it.
Yeah, it's wild.
It was wild.
They sit there upside down in the middle of the median for 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. While we were in construction.
Yeah, that was a mess on through there.
Because we had that highway construction.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's insane.
in Midbury. Yeah, the barn dominium we're working on got hit by a tornado 5 years ago. Tore the front side of it off, you know. It's one of those that was kind of bouncing in and out. It took like, how far do you think my pond is from my house? Maybe about the same city block, maybe.
Yeah, about a city block, probably.
Yeah, so I had a house sitting on the pond, a little pond house, like a little 1-bedroom little house. Like we would just put like, our fishing poles in. I had a trolling motor in there. Had a boat on the pond. I never found the boat. I found the horn from the boat. I found the light from the boat. I found the gas can from the boat. I found one of the seats, like the stand of the seat. Never found the boat.
Never found the boat.
I have no idea where the boat went. And
I think Dorothy took off with it.
that's what I'm saying. It could be in Kansas. But it took that house, picked it up, and turned it upside down in the middle of the pond. But you can still see out there today.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yes.
But yeah, it had a bed in there and a little mini fridge. It was a cool little. This is a hangout place, you know, when you go down the pond. this ain't shit sometimes. But anyway, yeah, it was just a cool little house. Now it's gone. I mean, it's still there. It's just now it's moved like a block over into the line. It's weird. It took all those trees out, and it was, you could see the path just grazed the barn, took the front of it out, and left the rest of it untouched. So
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And the trees right next to it are all uprooted and gone. Like we had to cut them down.
I helped you cut some of that stuff out.
Was that like 4 years ago after that shit happened? We cut all the shit out of there.
I helped you cut some of that
We
out.
probably cut what, 20 trees in?
Yeah,
That were down.
and you're selling it for a fire.
Yeah, we were selling firewood to make up the cost. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, I just go load up loads in the back of my truck, take them to the gas station.
You still got trees to cut up.
I see a lot of trees cut up. I just did the ones immediately around my house. Over there by the pond, though, there's still probably 30, 40 trees that you can cut up. Easy. Yeah, they were everywhere. But, yeah, man, I mean, it's weird how those things work. Take that fucking house up, though. That's unbelievable, right?
Right.
And you dropped it straight down. It was so well built, though, it didn't even smash it. That's what's crazy.
You just flipped it upside down.
That house was so well built that it didn't fucking. I mean, what's the odds of it? Have you ever seen something like that where you pick up a house, flip it upside down without smashing the house? That's nuts, right?
It is nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, you would think when it hit back down in the pond, even though it hit the water, the pond's only like 10 foot deep or whatever. It still hit. It's landed on the bottom. You would think that thing would smash and just go all to pieces. No.
Well, now it's a big old bobber sitting out there near the pond.
It is. It's the big bopper. You know, I had some amigos come out one day and help me cut limbs originally when I was trying to put the camper in there. While we were working on doing the one of the amigos, I had these amigos that cut my grass and did trimming and shit in my yard. I lived in the Metroplex. I had them come out and help me trim enough to get the camper through there, you know. Overhung limbs in the road and all that shit. Them motherfuckers just swim out there in the middle of that pond and got on top of the bottom of that house and started fishing right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I used to do that shit when I was a kid. Now, I mean, there's too many snakes in this shit. I ain't gonna swim in that water no more. Too old for that shit. When I was a kid, I used to swim in ponds all the time. Not even thinking twice about it.
Oh, I used to as well.
Yeah.
Rivers, ponds, all
Yeah.
kind of things, man. And if you find a swinging rope at one of the ponds,
that was
good stuff.
I was in high school. They had a swinging tree over there. It was in an untouched forest over there, and it was fantastic because it was on the most beautiful forest in the middle of the city. It was like one of the only forests in Texas that hadn't been touched, you know. And of course, we wouldn't touch it. We'd throw a rope up the trees and swing off in there. And there'd be snakes and shit back then, but we just didn't care.
Right.
I mean, we cared, but we didn't.
But as we get older, we kind of
I mean,
sink the care a little
you
bit.
don't really worry about death, I guess. You know? You just kind of, like a snake bit, I'll just go get the venom, antivenom or whatever, you know. That's the way you think, you know. It ain't gonna kill me. Type attitude, you know. That fucker's got some red ass lines here. Jesus. But, you know, nowadays, I don't know. I was a good swimmer back then, too. I wouldn't jump in the river nowadays, I don't think. Get caught in one of those undercurrents, big trouble. When I was a kid, I could swim my way out of shit like that, you know, for the most part. Always did, anyway.
I think the last time I've been in a river, that back in San Antonio, and we
Yeah.
went to Guadalupe.
Yeah, I was in the Guadalupe last time. That's the last river.
But that's got the pebble rocks underneath the river on the riverbed.
Yeah, I was in there when it just became a massive flood, like the whole week before. The river was running really high, and I damn near drowned about 3 times. I was able to get my way out. But that's been, I want to say I was in my 30s still. Late 30s probably, so, you know, still, I'm almost 50 now, so still on my way out of a mess, you know, I don't know. My shoulders hurt, everything hurts.
And if I remember right, the Guadalupe River did have a rope that you could swing off of.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And jump right into the river.
I remember a dude almost landed on me. I was on a raft, you know, I was in an inner tube, tire tube, you know, and this dude swung out and almost landed right on my face. It'd been fine if the chicken landed on my face, but not the dude. Fuck that shit.
I feel that. I'd be fine with the chick on my face, but not a dude.
Fuck that.
That went all his balls and nuts and stuff right there in my face with his ass.
Oh, hell no.
Went in my face.
No, hell no. No, I mean, this is a weird story about that, man. I was down there and we got to Green. It was like we were floating for an hour or two down the river, tubing, and get to Green. It was like the first place you can get out and like fucking get shit. I smoked back then. I lost my cigarettes. I had this little waterproof pack, you know, you can put your cigarettes and shit in, lighter and all. That shit, the first waterfall, man, was like 12 feet down. That shit flew off, snagged a fucking branch. So I lost my cigarettes immediately. My cooler went flying, tumbling, but everybody else's did too. So one of the cool parts was when you're floating down there, you lost all your beer, but everybody else lost their beer.
Right.
So, you know, a can of beer would float by. It might be shitty beer, but you know, I'd be like, well, fuck, it's kind of hot out here. Bud Light Lime won't work. You know? And, that's for the Bud Light turn you gay, too. You know?
Right.
So, wasn't quite as bad back then. But, you know, we got to Green. We got this bridge going over the river. Get up, walk up the embankment. There's a store there. Well, this dude was like on the other side of the river from the store, and he was like freaking out, man. Like, you going to help? Help! Help! And I was like, damn, this dude's fucking dying. So I go over there, right? And I had my buddy Paul was with me. He's like 6'4", you know. Because the river was really running strong. You had to like fight against the current to get across. And you know, over there on the other side, I was like, what's up, man? You need help or what? And he's like, yeah. He said, I got a liver transplant last week, and they told me not to come down here, but I said, fuck it. I think I'm dying. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. You're in the fucking river, and you got a liver transplant a week ago? Who the fuck does that shit, man?
No,
That's a hard charger right there, man.
I'm telling you.
So we got him across. He about drowned me, you know, because the water was up to here, and it's like just... You got to fight against it, trying to drag somebody out there. And Paul had his other arm. We got across finally, and got him and called the ambulance. And they came and got him. But I was like, damn, dude, why the hell you got a liver transplant? You be down in a drinking party in the fucking river, you know? And that river's like between, what is that? Between Austin and San Antonio, right? So it's like party central down there. You know? I do suggest going now. I did hear that they now ban drinking on the river, which that was the whole point of going to the river. So I don't know how much fun it is now.
I don't know. I don't know.
But back then, you could just float. You know, you get little coolers tied up to you. Get you an inner tube for your cooler, and then tape it up good, or bandage it up, or it wouldn't spill out everywhere. But you gotta catch it when it's not running as fast as it was. I was pretty heavily intoxicated, so.
I think they banned that in a lot of places now.
I mean,
you can't have alcoholic drinks.
I should not have been on that river at one point because I was pretty wasted. But I remember going down to like a third waterfall, and I was thinking, this is it, I'm gonna die right here. I'm too fucked up to, you know. You gotta get up on the top of your. When you're going over them waterfalls, you gotta get on the back or the top, you know, depending on how the lay is on it. either ride the back of the tube or the front of the tube. It's one of those shallower ones where it's like it jets you out. You gotta get up on the front of the tube. At one point I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna die right here. There's no saving me.
I'm gonna die right here.
And anyway, it was a fun time. I don't know if I'd do that at my age now. That's probably about the maximum age. I don't know how old I was. It was my 30s probably. Yeah, I was probably mid-30s. Which is a good age. I mean, a good age is like 18 to 21, partying, meeting chicks, shit like that. And that's kind of like the scene. You had like that crowd, and then you had the crowd of guys like me that had some bucks and went to hard charge, live it up for a weekend. We took our, it was all of our ladies went with us, it was like 5 or 6 couples. These 2 chicks just got tip jobs. And they wanted to show them to everybody, of course. Well, like I said, a lot of the kids in there are college kids, they're camping out at Rockin' R, one of them fucking campgrounds down there on the river. So the 2 guys, two of the guys I'm with, they're old ladies, they're all getting pissed off because they're showing their tits to everybody. I was like, well, you motherfuckers bought them for them. What do you expect? They're gonna show them off. They're
Right.
proud of them.
Right?
And they're all wanting to fight everybody and shit. I was like, man, I ain't got time for this shit, man. I don't want to fight nobody. I just want to chill the fuck out. And I remember one of the dudes, man, all the couples started arguing except for me and Mrs. Shep, because we get along pretty well. We kind of ditched them at a certain point because they were all arguing with each other. And it was like, fuck this. One dude said, one dude, he told his chick, he said, I don't want to be with you no how. Your pussy stank. I was like, the fuck did he just say, man? I was like, damn. That's how he's saying his old lady and shit. I was like, these people done lost their fucking mind. The other dude, he told his chick that, he told his wife that she was the dumbest bitch on the face of the earth. And I was like, these people lost their fucking minds. Man. I don't know them people anymore. It's just like, a time period when you get friends and some are rowdier than others, so you go with them. That's the kind of people you go down to the river with, these rowdy motherfuckers. Sometimes they get out of control.
Hell, back in them days, that's the ones you want to be around. But
Yeah, I mean, it was fun back then. I don't want to be around that shit anymore. Yeah, I mean, you kind of knew at a certain point, that much drinking and shit going on, shit's going to get out of control at some point. When I was even younger, man, I always mixed up in some crazy bullshit. Damn, that's a big old island over there. Well, we've been rambling on long enough, I think, Baby Stick.
yeah, I think we've been rambling for a while.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video.
We're about over here to the casinos.
Yeah, we gotta get you some beer and cigarettes, cause that's what you live on, right? Beer and cigarettes.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't offend anybody too hard.
Vice versa here.
But if I did, I'm sure you've already turned this channel off, so bye-bye. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bum 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 bum.